Welcome to Divine Hand for another soulful, insightful message. Take what resonate, leave what doesn't, collective. Okay, so I want to start off the morning with saying, look, I'm gonna start, going live on YouTube. I'm gonna start going live on Facebook. So for all my followers, you're welcome to follow me there. I'm gonna start putting the handle or my Facebook page, so you can, get the message that God has for you. I'm still going to do stuff on TikTok. I'm still going to go live on TikTok, but there's certain rules that I have to follow. So, when there's a will, there's a way. So we going to work around this thing, all right? Because this is my calling. This is my purpose. And I mean, absolutely nothing is going to stop it. No greed, no nothing, okay? It's going to stop me from fulfilling my purpose. Okay, so with that being said, let's call some protection up in here. Okay, so I call upon divine light. I call upon the Most High, my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides, for protection. Only love, truth, and clarity are welcome in this space. All negative energies will be returned back to its sender. Anything that is not in our highest good will be transmuted and will be released and transmuted into peace and power. Okay, so with that being said, let's just get started. Mind, body, and soul. Okay, let's grab something. Okay, I'm being called to grab two. So wherever that leads me. Okay. So right around here somewhere. Okay. All right. So we have, excuse the noise in the background. We have the shadow partnership. Someone mirrors your wand. Okay, so that's your wand is your magic, right? A toxic bond, reflection and lesson. Okay, so you might have a karmic soulmate that is trying to mirror you in some way, right? What you do, your shine and stuff, trying to mirror you. But what I say about them originals, right? Nothing is like the original. You could copy, you could try to study, but you won't get it because there's something on the inside. And if you have not done the inside work, then you have no access. Okay, collective. So you don't have to worry. Okay, they could try to mirror you all they want. Your ancestors and your angels and your spiritual team don't play about you, right? This person is going to be put themselves in a situation where they can't get out of, okay? On a spiritual sense and then on a physical sense, okay? So we got financial tea, money messages are coming. So we got some funds coming, collective, okay? We got, some money that might be arriving very soon, okay? Maybe something you invested in, something you put your time and your effort and, your sweat, blood, and tears in, and you're going to get paid off for that, okay? So if you're worrying about that, collective, don't worry. Here's your sign right here. Don't worry, okay? Don't even begin to worry because God got you. Trust me. God got you. All right? Now, we got some cards here. Now, we have the cosmic, right? It says you're part of a greater design. So you got to understand what you're part of, who is backing you. Introspection. There's a need for someone here to do some introspection, okay? Divine protection. You don't have to worry about it. You have divine protection, okay? So if you've been worrying, if you've been stressing, you've been worrying about this partnership, this shadow, this karmic soulmate, that's light work to God, okay? So don't you worry about that, all right? Okay, so purity. Return to the nature, the natural status of truth and love. So you want to look at everything through truth and love, okay? This brings you clarity, okay? Whether you're looking at a karmic soulmate or not, it is what it is, okay? Don't harbor any bad feelings regarding this person, okay? Soulful. Everything you hold has meaning, right? So everything you got on the inside, everything that you go through, it has meaning. This can be about a Cancer. This can be about a Pisces. This can be about an Aries. This can be about a Taurus, okay? It says the puppet show. People acting roles to impress and deceive. Okay, so there's a lot of puppets out here, okay? Spirit says a lot of puppets out here. They being driven by their own egos. They being driven by their demonic, the demons within them and within. They being driven by society. They like a puppet, right, at this point, right? Okay, so the next card we have is Karmic Trap. A lesson is repeating until boundaries are set. Okay, so this person is in a karmic trap, right? They done put themselves in a karmic trap. This shadow partner, right? This one that be trying to mirror your energy, but they just don't got it, right? This was a toxic bond. They never learned the lesson, but you did, collective, right? You did some reflection, you did some introspection, and you went to the purest state of yourself, okay? Which is truth and love, okay? You have divine protection from this puppet, right? And you don't have to worry. Okay, truth blocker, lies and denial clouds your perception. So this is their energy, right? This denial, this truth blocker, this liar, they perception is clouded because they won't go to the natural part of themselves, which is truth and love. Okay, they have no soul. They're a puppet, okay? They being like dangled around, however, from anyone. Now let's get some tarot on this, right? We're gonna get a little bit of tarot on this. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get a little tarot on this, okay? Josiah, quit it. All right, we're gonna get a little tarot on this. That's my grandson. Sorry, people. I got both of my grandsons right now. All right. So God said, this may be a Leo we talking about, right? God said, shine like the sun. Okay. These people can't stand your shine. These demons can't stand your shine. So this is why they're in a karmic trap. They refuse to learn their lesson. Okay. And that's on them, not you. They refuse to be in denial when it comes to you. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit got to say about this. Okay, so we got the death card. You brought a death to this situation, right? You brought a death to this situation and been manifesting ever since. This person been trying to do magic because this kind of represents magic, right? But God put an end to that. This is our God card, right? We got the sun, we got the death card, and we got manifestation, right? So this person been trying to do magic on you that is not working. They not strong enough. Their spirit is weak. Their soul is weak. Longest is in the dark. Anything that's attached to the dark, and have the dark is overpowering them, their powers are non-existent. God took their powers away. God brought an end to them powers, okay? So, or their magic, right? It's being reversed. This is why this person is a puppet, right? This is why this person is a puppet. This is why this person is trapped in karmic loops, okay? They trapped in karmic loops and karmic cycles, and because they won't reflect, right? They won't introspect, right? They don't understand what divine protection looks like, right? It looks like when you try to do magic on a person, it don't work. It reverses and go on you. That's what it looks like. So you protecting your energy. We got the 7 of Wands, right? You're protecting your energy, and you got divine protection up here, okay? No, baby, don't touch. Leave it. No, leave it alone, dude. All right, this could be an emperor, a father. This can be pertaining to an Aries. Okay, this can be pertaining to an Aries. Sorry, this can be pertaining to a father. I'm looking like this may be pertaining to a father. Okay, someone that may want to be in leadership, right? Mom. One more card. Let me see if I can get one more card. So spirit is saying nothing. This person may have been stingy, selfish,